Yeah, and then Amazon entered the chat in a new way, in its own way, right? Instead of just being a Claude investor. Um, and I don't know that much about what Amazon is up to, but we should give folks a brief overview, right?
Yeah, so we won't spend a lot of time on this. We thought the big takeaway from this is again to counter any skepticism out there that this is just hype or it's sort of localized to the same big tech companies that we've always been following. Amazon announced the release of its Nova suite, its own family of models. So this suite included 4 text generating models, Nova Canvas for image generation, and Nova Reel for video creation. And I have not been following this very closely, and I don't really plan to follow it very closely because I can't handle any more models. But I think it was our AI guys, Paul Ratzer and Mike Kaput, talking about Amazon generally being interesting to watch because of the internal transformation happening in at Amazon versus sort of our consumer-based scramble to figure out these models and keeping an eye on how Amazon is posting for jobs and specifically the quantity of jobs that they're posting for in the years ahead as they build out these internal AI capabilities. And so that seed was planted in my mind, and I've been thinking about, using that as a bellwether for how other industries might be impacted from a job standpoint. And I know that's different from the model releases, but to me, it just felt like Amazon's going all in on AI too.
Yeah, that's really interesting, and I think that is something that a lot of the folks we listen to have been talking about recently. And also, I think in Sam Altman's blog post, he said 2025 is the year that agents enter the workforce. Like we're all going to have, agents basically as members of our teams, right? Um, Although I kind of already have one with deep research, so
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, and
yeah,
and there will be job disruption, and we talk about it on this podcast and others, but I was also thinking over the holidays about how almost every single person that I collaborate with, work with, talk to is so overwhelmed by the amount of work that they have, that I just think that there are huge opportunities to grow your ability to feel more capable of handling what you want to handle in your professional life without constantly being overwhelmed before we even get to job disruption and what that means. I don't know. Is that
yeah.
overly optimistic? Made to
Well, I feel very confident of that. I mean, you know, at least at the AAA, we all have way too much to do, and I feel like there are lots of things that we do now because we're used to doing them that we might not have to do eventually, and we can keep doing those things that we really do well and make a difference to the people we serve, and it'll be amazing when everybody can focus on those things. I think they'll be happier. I think the users will be happier. I think it's going to lead to a better way of serving our users and probably serving more users. So I know that there are certain parts of jobs that people probably won't do anymore. But I'm not worried about fewer jobs. I think we're just going to be able to do more things and better things.
Thank you for tuning in to 2030 Vision, AI and the Future of Law. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to our podcast and leave a review. Stay informed and inspired as we continue to explore the AI-driven future of the legal profession. We'll see you next time.